today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 59 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8. At the 40.
They run with Howard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's
from the gun, it's Hurts. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, and it's Hill again. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 11 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To throw, it's Brady.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Brady. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On first down, Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Brady took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Again, it's Brady. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They run with Gore out of the shotgun, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Frank Gore. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. Right? There's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Justin Jefferson. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
A gain of 4. It's now second
down. Here's Hurts. They'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Complete to Gabriel Davis. A gain of 3.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Running with Howard. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Howard, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, it's Brady. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 18-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. This one brought in by Jefferson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. But what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more. So what you're telling your unit as they go out onto the field is very simply this. We've got 3 in our hip pocket. Don't jeopardize that. Let's attack and go for the big one here. Let's go get 6 and give ourselves a chance to really feel good going into the half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. But they'll drop this underneath to Howard. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nelson Aguilar. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one tied 14 apiece in the 2nd quarter. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Josh Allen, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far, as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Brady's pass.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
On first down, it's score. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start?
Hurts fumbles it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They'll run. This is Hill. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dot. Always a fan of the dot. Gold to add the extra point. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy, that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Oh, look at the juke. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. looking to throw again on second down. Brady looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Hill. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Brady, complete. Jefferson to target. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Gore. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Brady. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. K.J. Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Vikings 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. A gain of 3, second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Leonard Fournette. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
They'll run it with Hill. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. K.J. Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's complete to Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for Detroit, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.